Have you ever wondered how some people remain completely calm and composed, even in the most chaotic situations, while others lose their composure at the slightest provocation? Today, I'm going to reveal the ancient Stoic secrets that can transform you into someone who is mentally unshakable, someone who has mastered the art of inner peace. In a world that constantly tries to disturb our tranquility through negative news, toxic people, and unexpected challenges, imagine having an invisible shield around your mind, a fortress that nothing and no one can penetrate. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a practical philosophy that has been tested for over 2,000 years. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said that we cannot control what happens to us, but we can always control our responses. This simple yet profound truth is the foundation upon which we'll build your mental fortress today. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just how to protect your peace, but how to cultivate an inner strength so powerful that external circumstances become irrelevant to your well-being. But before we dive deep into these transformative principles, I want you to do something for me. Give this video a like if you're ready to take control of your mental state. Subscribe to the channel for more life-changing content. And most importantly, commit to applying what you learned today. Your future self will thank you for this decision. Part 1. The Foundation of Mental Mastery. Let me start by sharing something that might surprise you. The people who disturb your peace the most aren't necessarily your enemies. They're often the ones closest to you. Your family members who constantly criticize, colleagues who spread negativity, or friends who drain your energy with their complaints. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor philosopher, understood this perfectly when he wrote in his Meditations that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Think about it. How many times have you lost sleep over something someone said, replaying the conversation in your mind, crafting perfect comebacks you'll never use? The first principle of mental mastery is understanding what Stoics call the dichotomy of control. There are things within your control and things outside your control. The moment you try to control what's outside your power, you surrender your peace to external forces. But when you focus solely on what you can control, your thoughts, reactions, and decisions, you reclaim your power. Consider this practical example. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You have two choices. You can rage, honk your horn, and let this stranger's poor driving ruin your entire morning. Or you can recognize that their behavior is outside your control, take a deep breath, and continue your day unaffected. The second choice is the path of the mentally strong. But mental mastery goes deeper than just managing reactions. It's about building what I call emotional immunity. Just as your body can become immune to diseases, your mind can become immune to emotional disturbances. This isn't about becoming emotionless or cold. It's about developing the ability to feel emotions without being controlled by them. Part 2. The Architecture of Inner Peace. Now, let's talk about building your mental fortress. Every fortress needs strong foundations, and the foundation of inner peace is self-awareness. You cannot master what you don't understand, and most people go through life on emotional autopilot, reacting without thinking. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, practiced what he called the evening review. Each night, he would examine his day, noting what went well and what could be improved. This wasn't self-criticism, it was self-observation. By understanding your patterns, you can begin to change them. Here's a powerful exercise you can start tonight. Before going to bed, ask yourself 3 questions. First, what disturbed my peace today, and how did I react? Second, what could I have done differently? Third, what did I learn about myself? This simple practice will accelerate your journey toward mental mastery. The second pillar of your mental fortress is acceptance. This doesn't mean passive resignation. It means acknowledging reality without resistance. When you resist what is, you create internal conflict. When you accept what is, you free up mental energy to focus on what you can change. Think of a river flowing around a boulder. The river doesn't fight the boulder. It simply flows around it, continuing its journey unimpeded. This is how a mastermind operates, fluid, adaptable, but never losing its essential direction. Part 3. Advanced Techniques for Unshakable Peace. Let me share with you some advanced Stoic techniques that most people never learn. The first is called negative visualization, imagining loss before it happens. This might sound depressing, but it's incredibly powerful for building mental resilience. By occasionally imagining the loss of things you value, your health, relationships, or possessions, you develop 2 crucial abilities. First, you reduce your attachment to external things, making you less vulnerable to their loss. Second, you increase your gratitude for what you currently have. But here's the key. This isn't about becoming pessimistic or anxious. It's about emotional preparation. When you've mentally rehearsed difficult scenarios, you're better equipped to handle them if they arise. It's like a fire drill for your emotions. The second advanced technique is the view from above. Marcus Aurelius often used this perspective, imagining himself from a cosmic viewpoint to put daily troubles in perspective. When someone insults you, imagine viewing that interaction from space. How significant does it really seem? This technique isn't about minimizing genuine problems, but about maintaining perspective on minor irritations. Most of what disturbs our peace is ultimately trivial, but we treat it as if our lives depend on it. Part 4. Dealing with difficult people. Now, let's address one of the biggest challenges to inner peace: difficult people. We all have them in our lives: the chronic complainer, the aggressive colleague, the manipulative family member. The Stoics had a revolutionary approach to dealing with such people. First, they recognized that difficult people are often suffering themselves. Hurt people, as the saying goes. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but understanding it helps you respond with wisdom rather than emotion. Second, the Stoics saw difficult people as training partners for virtue. Just as weightlifters need resistance to build muscle, you need challenging people to build character. Every difficult interaction is an opportunity to practice patience, compassion, and inner strength. Here's a practical strategy. Before entering a situation where you'll encounter a difficult person, set an intention. Perhaps it's to remain calm, to listen more than you speak, or to respond with kindness despite provocation. This mental preparation transforms challenging encounters into character-building exercises. Part 5. The daily practices of mental masters. Mental mastery isn't achieved overnight. It's built through daily practices. Here are the essential habits that will fortify your mind and protect your peace. Morning reflection. Start each day with 5 minutes of contemplation. Consider what challenges you might face and how you want to respond to them. This isn't about predicting the future. It's about setting your mental framework for the day. Mindful breathing. Throughout the day, return to your breath. This simple act grounds you in the present moment and prevents your mind from spiraling into anxiety or anger. The breath is always available as an anchor for your attention. Evening gratitude. End each day by identifying 3 things you're grateful for. This practice rewires your brain to notice the positive rather than dwelling on the negative. Over time, gratitude becomes your default mental state. Weekly solitude. Spend time alone regularly, without distractions. In solitude, you connect with your deeper self and gain clarity about what truly matters. This practice strengthens your inner foundation. Part 6. Transforming adversity into strength. The ultimate test of mental mastery comes during adversity. Anyone can maintain peace when life is smooth, but true strength is revealed in storms. The Stoics had a unique perspective on suffering. They saw it as a teacher. Every setback contains lessons. Every failure reveals areas for growth. Every loss teaches you what truly matters. When you shift from asking, "Why is this happening to me?" to "What can I learn from this?" you transform victimhood into empowerment. Consider the story of Admiral James Stockdale, who survived 7 years as a prisoner of war by applying Stoic principles. He maintained his sanity and dignity not by denying his circumstances, but by focusing entirely on what he could control: his thoughts, his values, and his responses to torture. This is the power of the Stoic mindset. It works not just in minor daily annoyances, but in life's greatest challenges. When you truly understand that your peace comes from within, external circumstances lose their power to disturb you. Conclusion. Your journey to unshakable peace. As we conclude this journey together, remember that mental mastery is not a destination, but a path. Every day offers new opportunities to practice these principles, to strengthen your inner fortress, and to live with greater peace and purpose. The ancient Stoics faced many of the same challenges we face today: difficult people, unexpected setbacks, and the constant temptation to let external events control our internal state. Yet they developed a philosophy so powerful that it has survived over 2,000 years and continues to transform lives today. Your mind is your most valuable possession. Guard it carefully, train it diligently, and use it wisely. When you master your mind, you master your life. When you protect your peace, you create a foundation for everything else you want to achieve. Start today. Choose one technique from this video and commit to practicing it for the next week. Notice how it affects your daily experience. Share your progress in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing about your journey toward inner peace. Remember, you have within you right now everything you need to live with unshakable peace. The Stoics showed us the way. Now it's time for you to walk the path. Your future self is counting on the decision you make right now. If this video helped you see a new possibility for your life, please share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Like this video if you're committed to mastering your mind, and subscribe for more content that will help you build the life you truly want. Until next time, remember, you are stronger than you think, more capable than you know, and more in control than you realize. The power to live with unshakable peace is already within you. You just need to claim it.